makes you an expert?
So I'm a deal junkie. I know that not everyone grows up to want to negotiate customer-supplier contracts, but I love it. And I've done everything from representing mom and pop manufacturers on their preferred vendor agreements to big customers to really big outsourcing agreements. And I love it, everything in between. Now my expertise comes through in the contract because it documents a common understanding between people using common language, and it makes common sense. And boy, do we need some more common sense in contracting.
So Jeanette, you say that you have a unique approach to working a deal. What exactly does that mean?
Yeah, what that means is that I work for both sides of the deal. So I work for the customer and I work for the supplier to develop a balanced deal that works for both of them for the long term. Now there are a lot of great consultants out there and they work on the price point variance. How much can they take out of the deal? I'm more worried about, will the deal last? Will it be financially beneficial for the customer in a couple of years? Will it be good for the supplier too in a couple of years?
So if you're working for both companies, how do you accomplish getting to a deal?
Yes, that's a great question. So I am an impartial, neutral. I facilitate the conversations.
So Jeanette, it sounds like you're not fighting for me, my company's best interest.
What I've learned over 20 years is that a one-sided deal is a bad deal. But I'm pretty tough on making sure that that deal ends up being fair to both companies. And my clients really enjoy the fact that they know that I will always keep in mind the deal economics and making sure that that deal economics is fair for both of them. I don't let one party get stronger than the other.
So is there ever a circumstance where you would just work for one company?
Yes, there are times when I absolutely do work for one company as a negotiation coach, but I still bring the other party's perspective to the table. So if I'm working with a supplier, I'll take the customer's side of the deal and I'll talk to them and I'll really push them. Have they really thought this through on the customer's perspective? Vice versa, when I work with the customer, I really push the supplier's perspective. How is this going to impact them? How are you going to work with them? How will this roll out on the supplier's side without increasing their costs? So we're always looking at the deal together, what both sides are going to perceive from the deal, even if I'm hired just by one company.